17 years. This director. CGI. Hi. How are you doing today? Good? Good. Welcome to the basement DVD store. I'm not doing too great. This is my last day of operation because I decided it would be smart to literally sell DVDs out of my basement. So, not the best thing. And, it's always also not that great to not have a license. But, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're looking to buy, I have a stack like this tall left, and that is about it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we have a little box set, and that would be my dog. I do apologize for that. They love to talk, and they aren't the friendliest, and they don't like people, and that's another big reason. It's probably not smart to run this business. Whatever. But yeah, I only have a few left, but I can definitely show them to you and see if you would like any of them. Okay. So first off, I have a copy of Logan, tremendous Wolverine movie. I love the box art for this one. It's pretty cool. I love the art style on it, and it is a steel book. It's very cool. There is a code for a digital download in here. I'm not going to show that to you, obviously, because, some people have photographic memories. I lost somebody doing that, that is for sure. But, that's what, the inside cover is also really cool. Almost a anime comic style. And then it has a Blu-ray. Yeah, so basically what it is that the digital copy is is regular high def, and there's a Blu-ray and a 4K one. Excuse me, 4K one inside. But yeah, this is one I have. It is a very good movie, and the steelbook is very nice. And if you like action, not really a superhero movie, really. I mean, it has those tones, and at its core, I mean, obviously, it's like a Marvel X-Men movie, so it does. But, it is, But, so we do have Logan. I would read you the back to try to let you know what it was more about. But I can't really do that when the steelbook doesn't have anything written on the back. But, I guess sticking with the superhero theme here, I have a copy of The Dark Knight, the second in the Christian Bale trilogy. I do not have Batman Begins, but I also do have Dark Knight Rises, so if you get one, you should probably get the other, because let's be honest, it's really not going to make too much sense. I mean, they don't in general anyways, because, for one, they're always too dark, so you can't see a damn thing anyways, and you also have the fact that they are confusing movies in themselves, if you don't know who the characters are, and, things of that nature. So, prepare to be wowed. This is for just plain Dark Knight. The follow-up to Batman Begins, The Dark Knight reunites director Christopher Nolan and star Christian Bale, who reprises the role of Batman/Bruce Wayne in his continuing war on crime. With the help of Lieutenant Jim Gordon and District Attorney Harvey Dent, Batman sets out to destroy organized crime in Gotham for good. The triumvirate proves effective, but soon the three find themselves prey to a rising criminal mastermind known as Joker, who thrusts Gotham into anarchy and forces Batman closer to crossing the fine line between hero and vigilante. Heath Ledger, may he rest in peace, in my opinion, greatest Joker of all time, stars as the arch villain, the Joker, and Aaron Eckhart plays Dent. Maggie Gyllenhaal joins the cast as Rachel Dawes, returning from Batman Begins, are Gary Oldman as Gordon, Michael Caine as Alfred, and Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox. So yeah, basically it's Batman and Joker. It's absolutely stellar. It's a great movie. You won't see a better Joker performance ever. Although I am really excited for the new noir crime movie, just plain Joker. I'd really like to see how Joaquin Phoenix does. But then we have, of course, The Dark Knight Rises. And on the back, it just says, brilliant and masterful filmmaking. Spectacular and epic achievement. Special features, the journey of Bruce Wayne. Filmmakers reveal the bold, creative choices that led to the stunning conclusion of Bruce Wayne's story. So, I mean, this is a really good movie. I gotta be honest, when I first watched this movie, I was not the biggest fan in the world. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't really understand it that much, but to be honest with you, I've watched it over and over again, and I really like the direction that they took the main character and didn't make him just a drugged up luchador, essentially. And, it's really fun to, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. You want to do Bane impression, it's Sean Connery with something muffling it, but that's those. What else do I have here? If you like stand-up comedy and stand-up comedy in Christmas, we have Jeff Dunham's very special Christmas special. This Christmas special is wonderful. I absolutely adore it, but I am a huge Jeff Dunham fan. I suppose you really do have to be a big Jeff Dunham fan. I have almost every single one in my collection, but that is just my personal preference. But Jeff Dunham invites Walter, Peanut, Bubba J, Jose Jalapeno, and Ahmed, the dead terrorist, to join him on his first holiday special. Unfortunately, his suitcase posse doesn't quite share the same Christmas spirit, and the result is a one-of-a-kind live event unlike any Yuletide celebration you've ever seen. Dunham, whose first two television specials drew record ratings, multi-million DVD sales, and over 200 million views on websites worldwide, brings together all new material and for the first time original songs and stories guaranteed to become instant classics. From Ahmed's Jingle Bombs to Bubba J's Roadkill Christmas to Peanut's version of The Night Before Christmas. Destined to become a treasured holiday favorite. So, yes, it is really good. This is back and definitely the heyday of Jeff Dunham's time. He hasn't been as great recently, I've thought, but if you want a really classic Jeff Dunham experience, it's classic, but it's different enough. This is definitely one you should go with because it's good, and especially, it's good twice a year. I mean, if you're just gonna watch it around holiday times, I mean, you have Christmas and, Christmas in July, but here's a newer one, Unhinged in Hollywood. It's pretty good. It comes with the like cardboard cover It makes such an interesting noise when you do that. Sounds like a laser beam or something, but, alrighty. Let's see here. Do we really need this long paragraph for a Jeff Dunham thing? Anyways, Jeff Dunham's hilarious, wildly dysfunctional family, including Walter, Peanut, Bubble J, Little Jeff, and Ahmed, the dead terrorist, has performed all over the world, but for the first time, they're heading to the strangest place on earth, Hollywood, California. If Jeff Dunham's Unhinged in Hollywood, his iconic characters take over the famed Dolby Theater, home to film and television's greatest award shows, and find themselves in true culture shock. Ahmed lets his celebrity go to his head, Bubba J is lost in La La Land, and Walter would rather be anywhere else. Unhinged in Hollywood is the ultimate Jeff Dunham special, with all of your favorite characters performing all new material on the world's most celebrated stage, even if Walter doesn't give a damn. Not everything in LA follows a script, and this sold-out event holds plenty of surprises. Tinseltown may never be the same. Bonus features include both original uncensored and family-friendly versions, and Greetings Hollywood, a mashup by DJ Steve Porter. So, this is more newer Jeff Dunham, and there's a lot of Trump jokes in it. I do remember that, so if you're into that kind of thing, I mean, I think at this point it's like beating a dead horse to make those jokes, but, you know, Orange Man Bad, those type of jokes, the ones that don't really have a lot of comedy behind them. I mean, don't get me wrong, Trump jokes are great, but, like, you gotta have some comedy behind them. Like, they have to be well thought out. I mean, I'm over the days of Orange Man Bad, and I think, you know, upticks in comedy, you know, deserve it. But, if you are into sports movies at all, I have a couple right here. We'll talk about Youngblood first, an actual, like, sports movie. So Youngblood is a film starring the ever handsome, I guess, I've never really seen it, but the ever handsome Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze. Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze will power skate into your heart. Are you ready for exhilarating speed, invigorating competition, and skating so sharp edge you can feel the ice spraying in your face? Then prepare yourself for Youngblood, showcasing the talents of Lowe, starring in Bad Influence in The West Wing, and Swayze, Roadhouse, and Ghost. Youngblood is a fist-flying, stick-smashing, body-checking thrills right up to the final buzzer. 17-year-old Dean Youngblood, Robert Lowe, has outskated just about everybody since he was 6. Now he's set his sights towards National Hockey League fame, with the ragtag Hamilton Mustangs, an amateur Canadian team just across the border from his family's farm. Certain that his swift moves on the ice will dazzle the crowds, Dean quickly learns that his speed and finesse won't pack enough punch against the bad boys of the league, the Thunder Bay Bombers. And when the Mustangs' top goal scorer, Swayze, gets knocked out, Dean has to turn from rookie to all-star fast. Special features include the original theoretical trailer, and that is it. But at least it has French and Spanish. Yeah. A movie just under 2 hours, but it is definitely a good classic Patrick Swayze and Rob Lowe film. And if, like I said, you like hockey films or just sports films in general, it is definitely a must-buy. But okay, I have a widescreen collector's edition. I've always hated widescreen, but this is the other sport movie. Adam Sandler and Chris Rock in The Longest Yard, also with Nelly and Burt Reynolds. Whatever happened to Nelly? I mean, I don't know, but yes, great movie. I actually absolutely adore this movie. Like, this is a movie that I could watch over and over again because it is very, very, very funny. But, so Are you ready for a different kind of football? Comic superstar Adam Sandler teams up with the always outrageous Chris Rock, rap sensation Nelly, and a gang of real pro football players and wrestling superstars in the hardest-hitting, action-packed comedy of the year after former NFL quarterback Paul Wrecking Crew Sandler gets thrown into maximum security prison. The warden orders him to put together a team of hardcore inmates to play a fixed warm-up game against the brutal prison guards. But little does he know that the Mean Machine, led by tough-as-nails coach Burt Reynolds, have plans to settle their own score in this rib-busting, unforgettable laugh-out-loud riot, directed by Peter Segal, same guy who directed Anger Management. Also a really phenomenal Adam Sandler movie. I know a lot of people don't like Adam Sandler, but I think that movie is wonderful. Along with this one, it's funny because I never realized that this is this movie when I see it come on TV from the beginning. Because it's like that rich party in the beginning, and he's upstairs getting drunk and watching football, whatever. And then he, ends up, going in, a car chase or whatever it is. But, if you haven't seen it, even if you have, you should definitely pick up a copy, because if you like Adam Sandler or any of the guys in it, this is just an all-around great movie. But, okay, move on to my 3 action movies I have. First off, I have Liam Neeson's Non-Stop. Now we just need a movie about him in a car. The reason I say that is he has this movie, and he has he's on a train in New York City, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. I don't remember, but this movie, he's he's an air marshal, but he's basically airplane cop. He's a cop on a bus, or cop on a train. Now we need, planes, trains, and automobiles. That joke went. I tried way too hard for that joke. But global action star Liam Neeson stars in this action thriller played out 400,000 feet in the air during a transatlantic flight. U.S. Air Marshal Bill Marks Neeson receives a series of cryptic text messages threatening to kill a passenger every 20 minutes unless $150 million is transferred into an offshore account. With the lives of hundreds of thousands of passengers hanging in the balance, Marks must use every nuance of his training to uncover the killer traveling on the aircraft. It is a really good movie. It's got a lot of twists and turns in it. I've always been a huge Liam Neeson fan. I love Taken. Taken 2 and Taken 3 are terrible, but I love Taken. This is just all around a great action flick, if you like Liam Neeson action flicks. This one also comes with one of these great protection, cardboard covers, whatever you want to call them. The next one is a movie I've never actually watched, but own a copy myself. Mark Wahlberg in Director 22. It says Director right here, so I got in Mile 22. I absolutely adore Mark Wahlberg. He's a fantastic actor, one of my favorites of all time. My favorite actor is John Goodman. Him and John Goodman both star in a movie called The Gambler. I don't have a copy of that, but I would definitely try to push that one. That movie's a little boring, kind of not great, but it's still a great movie. It's a great performance by both Mark Wahlberg and John Goodman. But here we have, Mile 22, Mark Wahlberg. Okay, a visceral modern thriller from the director of The Lone Survivor. Mark Wahlberg stars as James Silva, an operative of the CIA's most highly prized and little-known unit. Aided by a top-secret tactical command team, Silva must transport an asset who has vital information to an airfield for extraction before the enemy closes in. Also starring Lauren Cohan Cohen, Ronda Rousey, and John Malkovich. This film is loaded with the edge-of-your-seat action. Bonus features include, it says Overwatch, which is funny because that just makes it sound like the Overwatch video game is in here. But Overwatch, introducing Aiko Ioannis, an actor or actress. Aiko fight, badass women, behind the scenes stunts, modern combat. Oh my goodness, Colombia, and then trailers. I'm definitely gonna have to try to sit down and watch this one day too. But I guess on to my last purely action. Well, it's an action crime, but that's definitely what I would call it. But well, Goodfellas. You knew this was gonna be here. Everybody needs to have a copy of Goodfellas. But best mob movie ever. I own a copy of this myself. I've never actually seen it, so I'm terrible. But everybody legally has to own a copy because film snobs. But when Academy Award winners Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro reunited on Goodfellas, the result was one of the most popular crime movies ever. From the true life bestseller by Nicholas Pileggi and backed by a dynamic pop rock oldie soundtrack, Goodfellas was named 1990's best film by the New York, Los Angeles, and National Society of Film Critics. De Niro's Raging Bull co-star Joe Pesci, there we go, Joe Pesci, walked off with the best supporting actor Oscar as the too violent tough film guy. Nope, too volatile. Oh my goodness, too volatile tough guy. Ray Liotta, Lorraine Bracco, and Paul Sorvino give electrifying performances with an incredible ensemble. Named among the American Film Institute's top 100 American films, Goodfellas explores the hoodlum underworld like no other movie. So yeah, probably a great one to pick up if you don't have it. Also, like I said, it's like illegal not to own a copy of it. But, moving right on to the meat and potatoes and the best movies, types of movies I got, Star Wars. I have the entire box set that includes episode 1 through 3, which the prequels are not as bad as everybody says. I don't get why everybody says that. Episode 4 through 6 and The Force Awakens. But we'll start with the other piece of Star Wars media I have. Family Guy's Star Wars, Family Guy's It's a Trap, the Star Wars parody. Case is kind of beat up, I do apologize, but Joe as Jabba the Hutt needs to be a meme, and I really love that. But yes, one of the funnier episodes, I personally own all of the Family Guy Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fanatic. But yeah, there's an ad for Bob's Burgers in here. And then an ad for the Fox app. There's a DVD and a digital copy. Once again in here. You have to transfer it to iTunes and stuff though, so it's weird. But great image on the disc. But anyways, clear some space for the third chapter of the funniest trilogy in the galaxy. Once again, the Family Guy Alliance. Family Guy Alliance travels far, far beyond the boundaries of good taste to bring you an outrageous intergalactic journey. Join them for one last outer space adventure as Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia battle against the evil Empire. Meanwhile, Darth Vader and the Emperor try to recruit Luke Skywalker to join the dark side of the Force with taco nights and t-shirts. Filled with outlandish humor and exploding spaceships, Family Guy unites for a final sci-fi spoof. We aren't doing any more, folks. Yeah, there's that. But let's get right to the box set. This one is a little pricier. I love this. I don't want to part ways with this. and it's absolutely beautiful. But, so let's go ahead and start off here with the prequel trilogy. Basically, talking about reliving the non-stop action and thrills of politics. I know a lot of people do not like these movies, but these movies are some of my favorite. They are great. Jar Jar Binks isn't that bad. I'm gonna get crucified as a Star Wars fan, but it's whatever. I'm just glad everybody's coming around to them more because they realize the Disney ones are not as good as everybody wanted them to be. But share the epic adventure on DVD. Relive the non-stop excitement, thrilling discoveries, and ultimate triumph of good over evil that makes Star Wars the greatest space fantasy adventure of all time, and the ultimate experience for every family. The Star Wars prequel trilogy episodes The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith begin the saga with young Skywalker's descent to the dark side of it as he transforms from child slave to Jedi apprentice to Darth Vader, the most feared villain in the galaxy. And actually, because it's like a little nice box set, I mean, all the discs look really cool, but they, you have the movie and then bonus features on the second disc, so that's cool. The backs aren't actually different. That's funny. What they say. So in this one, share the epic adventure on DVD. Relive the exhilarating action, spectacular battles, and ultimate triumph of good over evil that makes Star Wars the greatest space fantasy adventure of all time, and the ultimate entertainment experience for every family. The Star Wars original trilogy episodes, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, continue the saga with Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo leading the Rebel Alliance to claim victory over the Empire and win freedom for the galaxy. The better movies. And then Star Wars The Last Jedi. It is I do like this movie a lot. I can't say I don't like the Disney movies, but, the Skywalker saga continues as the heroes of the Force Awakens join the Galactic Legends in an epic adventure that unlocks new mysteries of the Force. It's everything you could want and more from a Star Wars film. So there is that, and that is all the movies I currently have left in this little store. Is anything of interest to you? This is 100. I just want to let you know now. I actually don't want anybody to buy it, but, if I can make $100, then I would. But the rest of the films are just $30 a piece. I want them gone. Everything but Star Wars. Oh. Do you want this too? No? Good. I get to keep my Star Wars for my actual collection. Let's see here. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, $30. You're buying all 10, so I'll do $30. There's already a sale. But go ahead. Here you go. I'll just set them over here. How are you paying? So, you're from a bank, and I just wasted all of my time. Yeah, you can actually, yeah. We'll add Star Wars on top of that, too. Just, go ahead and, yeah, I will go ahead and, yeah, take that as a hold on the house payment. And is that a cop? Oh boy.